Welcome to the deep dive. Like we said in the introduction, this is a supermoon because the moon is closest to the Earth in her orbit during what's called her apogee, heightening the effects and our emotions. Moon represents the public in the chart of a full moon and our most private emotional selves, often passed by the one who mothered us, or our maternal line or lineage. The full moon peaks on August 19th, 2024 at 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is peaking at 11:25 if you're tuning in from Pacific Standard Time. Please adjust for your time and location. Those are the areas where I have the most viewers, so that's where I will focus. And it exacts 27 degrees, 15 arc minutes, the constellation Aquarius. Full moons can always be felt 3 days before and 3 days after their peak, but with all the aspects involved and leading up to this full moon, we'll be feeling its intensity as early as August 11th, August 12th. August 12th is when the moon transits intense transformative Scorpio during what'll be the first quarter moon. The first quarter moon is the lunar phase that occurs exactly between the new moon and the full moon. It serves as a crisis point, with the sun and moon forming a challenging 90-degree angle or square angle to one another. First quarter moons are all about action, especially when they fall in the sign of Scorpio, a sign that's traditionally ruled by the planet of action, Mars. This lunar phase is ripe with challenges and obstacles, as we're positioned to make important decisions and take action on something. You may feel more motivated to work harder, but you may also find that you're encountering obstacles as you try to do so. This is when it's imperative to remember and keep in mind those intentions that you set the week prior during the new moon, which will help you uncover any unconscious blocks and inner resistance. It's an opportunity to reflect on the intentions that we set during that new moon and to make minor adjustments and pivots as we prepare to head into the full moon, which always provides an opportunity for release, surrender, and closure or completion as things come to light and we adapt to the sudden changes and curveballs thrown by Uranus. Full moons offer opportunities for completion from the intentions that were set 6 months prior under the corresponding new moon in the same sign. In this case, we're talking about the new moon in Aquarius on February 9th, 2024, 20 degrees Aquarius. To better understand this Aquarius full moon, August 2024, I'd like to review the themes for the new moon in Aquarius 6 months prior in early February 2024. So come back in time with me. This seeded the energy that we're seeing under the August full moon, with the sun and moon aligned at the time 20 degrees Aquarius. According to degree theory, 20 degrees is a degree associated with Scorpio, which includes rebirth and deep personal transformation. Co-present in Aquarius back in early February 2024, we also had Pluto, 0 degrees Aquarius, strong at that critical 0th degree point and learning the energy needed for the age of Aquarius, and mad scientist, brilliant, often multilingual, Mercury in Aquarius. This Aquarius full moon featured the very same square to Uranus in Taurus that we're seeing under this corresponding full moon in Aquarius in August 2024. Many will experience a time and feeling of deja vu as we retrace our steps all the way back to February 2024 and even all the way back to 2020, heightened by the concurring Mercury retrograde. More on that later. At the time, in early February 2024, Saturn and Jupiter were in a harmonious aspect, a sextile to one another, which is all about envisioning the life that you wish to manifest. Now that Saturn and Jupiter are in harsh aspect to one another in this mutable T-square under the Aquarius full moon, August 2024, this vision and our commitment to it will be tested. Here's a clip from that video back in early February 2024. The Aquarius new supermoon on Friday, February 9th, 2024, occurred 20 degrees of the constellation Aquarius, a fixed air sign traditionally ruled by Saturn and modernly ruled by Uranus, indicating the beginning of a new emotional cycle that inspires us to take innovative action and radically reinvent ourselves as we liberate ourselves from old limiting patterns and paradigms. This is due to the luminaries, the sun and the moon, in a tight, challenging, high-pressure square, a 90-degree angle, to their depositor, Uranus, which recently stationed direct, encouraging us to initiate change, social progress, and growth after a period of deep reflection while Uranus was retrograde. You're invited to step out of the confines of your comfort zone. Whenever Uranus is activated, especially under a super new moon, it brings world-shaking events. Major earthquakes, solar flares, wild weather, etc. Specifically, this new moon is a return to the eclipse energies of October 28th, 2023, August 2023's squares between Uranus and Uranus's depositor while it's in Taurus, Venus while it was retrograde through Leo with Black Moon Lilith, and June 2023 when Saturn stationed retrograde 7 degrees Pisces, which I'll explore in greater depth later on in the video. The luminaries are in harmonious alignment with the lunar nodes of fate and destiny, inviting us to align with our authentic soul purpose and true life calling. This Aquarius new moon follows Pluto's ingress into Aquarius, which occurred on January 20th or 21st, depending on where in the world you're tuning in from. This is a powerful, energetic shift, signifying the start of a new generation and a collective era of forward progress for the next 20 years, specifically related to Aquarian themes: humanitarian advancement, environmentalism,
social progress, aviation, trains, space exploration, advancements in technology, scientific progress, the exchange of information and data, astrology, and society at large, as power will be more evenly and equitably distributed among the people. The core theme of the 2024 Aquarius New Supermoon involves embracing individual authenticity and uniqueness. We're daring to be different and letting that freak flag fly while we break free from the shackles of societal conventions and expectations, not only under the Aquarius New Moon coinciding with the Lunar New Year, but for the next 20 years.
The new moon occurs when the sun and moon are in the same part of the sky or universe, as the moon travels between the sun and the earth. This is when the dark side of the moon faces the earth. Due to this position, the moon is unable to reflect the light of the sun back to us, as it appears to be nearly invisible. New moons feature an alignment of who we already are, represented by the moon, and who our soul longs to be, represented by the sun, which is why they are so great for planting seeds of intention. The emotions and feelings of the moon are working in harmony with the ego, identity, and individuality of the sun. This is a time to wipe the slate clean and create that action plan for a better future. Sometimes good things have to end so that better things can fall together. The Aries in me loves the thrill of a new beginning, lurking within every ending. There are no endings, only new beginnings. The new moon marks the beginning of a new cycle, and in the sign of Aquarius, this is focused on Aquarian themes. Groups, friendships, networks, social progress, innovation, humanitarianism, independence, freedom, and embracing one's authentic individuality. This lunation serves to remind us of the power of collaboration and teamwork, and invites us to reflect on how we show up in our interpersonal relationships, involving the groups, networks, and communities that we're a part of. New moons are for planting seeds of intention to be harvested or completed under the corresponding full moon 6 months from now. So mark your calendars, because the seeds of intention you plant now will manifest in the next 6 months by the full moon in Aquarius on August 19th, 2024. This full moon in August 2024 will occur 27 degrees Aquarius, and it'll feature a fixed T-square focused on Uranus, 27 degrees Taurus, in conjunction to fixed star Algol, which will be a return to the lunar eclipse that occurred on November 19th, 2021. 27 degrees, 17 minutes Taurus. The week leading up to that eclipse, the 11/19/2021 lunar eclipse, 27 degrees Taurus, included a major earthquake in Indonesia, travel bans amid the Omicron variant panic, lockdown protests in the Netherlands and Austria, and 51,000 deaths to the COVID-19 pandemic between November 15th and November 21st, 2021, according to data from the World Health Organization. This full moon, that will occur on August 19th, 2024, features the moon 27 degrees Aquarius opposite Mercury, 26 degrees Leo, and the sun 27 degrees Leo on fixed star Adhafia, a double star located in the lion's mane, related to poison, liquid fire, and explosives, corrosive acids, crime, lying, stealing, and deceit. This opposition squares off against Uranus on fixed star Algol, 27 degrees, 10 minutes Taurus. This is known as the demon star, or Satan's head, in astrology, and it's seen as one of the most unfortunate stars and most evil degrees in the zodiacal wheel. Any planet that's located within 5 degrees of Algol is considered to be afflicted. Algol translates from Arabic for head of the ogre. It's located on the Gorgon Medusa's head, carried in Perseus's left hand. It indicates mob violence and electrocution. Uranus in Taurus answers to Venus, which on this day will be at another evil degree in astrology, one that's related to illness, 18 degrees of the constellation Virgo, where Venus is debilitated and where our bodies and immune systems will be weakened. This Aquarius new moon coincides with happening just hours prior to the Chinese or Lunar New Year. In Chinese astrology, 2024 is the year of the wood dragon. The year of the dragon is said to be a karmic year and a repeat of events and resurfacing of people from 2020. Let's look at some of the patterns already evident as of early February 2024. 2020 and 2024 both are leap years. They include the same Super Bowl contenders, the Chiefs versus the 49ers. Puxatani Phil predicted both years that we'd have an early spring, and we will more than likely see the same two presidential candidates face off in November. In numerology, 2024 is an 8 year because 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 adds to 8, which is infinity sideways, the ever-flowing cycle of karma and energy. In Hinduism and Buddhism, karma can be defined as the sum of a person's actions in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate for future experiences and existences. Karma means action. If we think back to Newton's third law of physics, it shows us that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Karma is energy, which in itself is neither good nor bad. The energy created by an action has to be returned. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. You've made your bed, and now you must lie in it. What goes around, comes around. These are all phrases alluding to karma. It cannot be avoided. Karma is neutral. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is. Let's go back to the numerology in 2024. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 adds to power number 8, infinity sideways, representing both Leo and Scorpio energy, the divine balance of shadow with light. On any path to self-mastery and self-actualization, one must learn to balance their shadow side, their ego, greed, fear, insecurity, anger, resentment with light, unconditional love, humility, honesty, and hubris. While we can let our shadow side sit beside us in the passenger seat, we must not allow it to take the wheel. In Chinese culture, the dragon represents strength, luck, power, and wisdom. In Chinese astrology, the year of the dragon is the only zodiacal sign symbolized by a mythological creature. For more details, you're encouraged to go back and watch the full video covering the new moon in Aquarius, February 9th, 2024. I rewatched it myself in preparation for this video. You may also want to go back through your journals, notebooks, your notes app, your photos and screenshots, and see what was going on in your life personally back in early February 2024, to see what's coming under fruition or completion now under the Aquarius full moon, August 2024. Full moons are the most spiritually charged part of the lunar cycle, which is why they carry an underlying Scorpio energy. They are all about release, revelation, and reward. Rewards come to those who have integrated their personal value system into their personality and who live with personal accountability and intentionality. When we create something of value, we get value back. Allow all of your efforts to come back to you in a truly bountiful harvest. We mentioned we have 3 T-squares, one fixed, one mutable, and one cardinal. And T-squares are one of the strongest astrological patterns or aspects that we can have. There's a fixed T-square affecting placements and angles in the late degrees of the fixed signs, early degrees of the mutable signs. Fixed signs being Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We have a mutable T-square affecting placements and angles, especially in the middle degrees or second decan of the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And a cardinal T-square focused on the first decan, or the first 10 degrees of the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So in a nutshell, this full moon will affect everyone. You're reminded that you have an entire solar system inside of you. You have all 12 signs in different amounts. And if you don't think you do, I challenge you to book a reading with me and I will help you find the signs that you think you don't have. For a more specific personalized reading, the videos that we do here are general readings. Your birth chart is so unique, I don't believe in doing videos that generalize how it will affect you by rising sign. It's not that simple. You can reach out to me for a more personalized chart reading at jkernifer@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. If you're still with me, you're a real one. Drop your current most used emoji in the comments. If you took anything away from this video, we ask that you like, comment, share the content, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, we know that you'll enjoy the full playlist and this additional video. Thank you so much, love you, and see you soon.